So our wives are talking in the other room, and I had a thought. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
I would like both of us to make a statement right now that if our wives knew that we were making this statement, we get in just a little bit of trouble with them. Just a little bit. The reason why is I want to actually have a test to see if our wives listen to our podcast. And I already have the perfect one for me. You'd be thinking about yours. You ready?
Wait, any statement?
Any statement. I lost my wedding ring for the first time since we've been married for 5 hours today, and I was freaking out.
Where'd you lose it?
I was spray painting some shelves that she had like purple when she was in college. So like on the wall.
Also, buy some gloves.
Installed shelves. Well, I didn't think about it till later because she bought like cheap paint cans. I normally like the nice ones with the triggers that you don't have that issue with.
Okay.
So
anyway, you were spraying shelves.
Spraying shelves. I went in the house because of Corona and because of the spray paint. I washed my hands a little excessively. My ring is a little loose from this.
Gain some weight.
It's a little loose. And every time we talk to the company that we bought it from, which is Larson's Jewelry, they claim it's the correct size that we wanted. Even though every jewelry we go to goes, no, that's actually a half size larger than what you wanted. We've had it corrected already. We brought it in and said, hey, we want a new one. The same thing because it's made out of tungsten carbide. Yes, so they have to remake it. They can't just melt it. Anyways, we've done that, and they gave us the ring again, saying, "Oh, this is a 10.5," and we take it to a jeweler, and they say, "No, this is an 11" for the second time. Anyways, it's too big, but I wear it because I'm married. Whatever, keeps all the hose off me, which is a problem.
Same.
Anyways, I washed my hand and I found it inside of the sink drain, and I actually had to go in and undo the pipe and everything. It was bad.
Wait, it actually went down.
I lost it for 5 hours. I looked everywhere all day today. I haven't told her this.
Wait, you don't have a garbage disposal?
We don't have a garbage disposal. That's what I was trying to think.
You don't have a sink trap though? Like the little screw-in thing that
it was in the pipe. I undid the pipe and it was in there.
That's why there's a trap.
Okay, and I'm not going to tell Ashley this. So the whole thing is, we're going to know if she listens to this. I think my wife actually does listen to this stuff. So I think I'll probably have a conversation.
Joanne does if she hears me listening to it. I can guarantee you that right now.
Okay, so go ahead. What's yours? And it's got to be something not awful, like put you in the doghouse awful. So don't talk about our trip to Tijuana, but you can go ahead and bring up a story that's lighter.
I don't have a story, but I have a statement.
Then our donkey trip. Wink.
Why are you winking at me?
You know what we did. You know what we did.
I
know they're right in the next room, and then we can hear them talking. So Brandon's like looking over. Go ahead.
I've been eating her M&Ms.
You can't do that. You can't eat Joyce M&Ms. What is wrong?
There, that's it. Mine will probably get me in more trouble than yours.
Describe her M&Ms. What does she have? She's like a private bag? Where does she put them? Give me all the deets.
She puts them in a yogurt container.
Okay.
To hide them.
Yeah. Where?
And it's still in the cupboard, but it makes it look like it's just like
it's yogurt.
General storage.
Well, not only is it yogurt. Hold on. Not only is it yogurt, it's like room temperature yogurt, so it makes it even more disgusting.
Yeah, it's like weird Greek yogurt. Like you don't have to put in the fridge.
It's like that kind of fermented yogurt that doesn't taste good. That's a good hiding place.
I feel sick. I'm picturing the consistency.
If I saw room temperature yogurt in a cupboard, I would not touch it. I would stay away from it, even though I know it's good.
I don't like yogurt to begin with, so that's just really off-putting. But it's just a mix of.
Talk to me about this. How often do you eat her M&Ms?
I mean, like. Once a week I'll break into them, but she's one of those people. She's really good at self-control.
Yeah.
So like she can make something that would last like a normal person, like not even a binger, a normal person, like months. She can make it last 2 years. Like it gets to the point where
they get bad.
That's what I'm saying. Like it gets to the point
especially room temperature.
You may as well just toss them than keep them, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, I'm a person that doesn't like food waste. So
you're like helping her.
I'm helping her. She gets fresh ones more often.
She might not even talk to you. As far as she's concerned, you've solved a problem.
I've solved a problem. So
that's pretty good.
Anyway, she's got peanut M&Ms, which I don't like, but I'm okay with them. I'll deal with it. But she's got the peanut butter M&Ms, which is what I'm about.
Also the caramel ones. The caramel ones, when I get those though, I like to suck on them and then let the caramel melt a little bit. That's pretty good.
I've never tried that.
Oh, ready? Stupid question. M&Ms.
I don't like the crispy
ones. Do you
ones.
suck on them or
No,
do you
I just
chew
chew
them right away?
I get a whole mouthful and I just crunch them to death.
You do that?
Yep.
I've always wanted to try the M&M and
wait, you don't
M&Ms
eat one at a
popcorns.
time, do you?
The peanut ones, yes.
Now, okay, those, yeah.
Yeah.
I could see.
Most candies that exist, I suck on them, even if they're not intended to be sucked on. When I take a bite out of a Snickers bar, I suck on that bite. I suck on it. Hold on. This sounds awful.
I know this is a weird
Take all the
conversation.
things out, but I'm saying the correct terms. I suck on it so much that all of the chocolate and caramel and nougat is gone, and all that's left is just like these little dry peanuts that I just bite on.
So you basically eat it until it's disgusting.
I mean, layer by layer, yes.
Mm.
You know what's a really good candy? I'll admit, Snickers. I bring that up because that's the worst one to do that because there's too many things.
Okay,
there's too many things involved. With too many consistencies.
You don't have to do
that
that
a different way. I know I don't. I'm just telling you how I enjoy it. Here's my problem. You ready? Okay. Picture a chocolate chip cookie.
Yeah.
A delicious chocolate chip cookie.
Yep, got it.
How do you eat it?
Take a bite, chew it, and swallow it, and then
it's gone.
Repeat.
And then it's gone. That bite is gone. You're done with that bite. You ate all those calories and sugars and everything in that little amount of time, and you only got to savor like a tiny bit of the molecular
So why not just
structure.
spit it out and then
those.
eat more if you're worried about the calories? Listen, if you care about calories, you shouldn't be eating that stuff anyway.
Listen. My point is, if I'm going to eat a chocolate chip cookie and my wife's going to get mad at me for it because she didn't know it because I already ate a previous one and she said I only get one, but I grab a second one. This is another thing. She's going to listen to this podcast. I'm going to get in trouble. If I do that and I take a bite out of it, I want to get everything out of that bite.
Do you have like a rations locker in your house where like you have to go up to the window and like give her your ticket? And
No,
then
but
you've
had siblings, so I can't explain this story and you'll know what I mean. You and Taylor are kids again. And Ariel, you're all kids again, ready?
Yep, there's more of us, but yes.
I know, but you never talk about them. So you're all kids again. And you're all given a baby bottle pop. Remember baby bottle pop?
They still make them, yes.
I know.
Yeah.
You're all given a baby bottle pop. You get done with yours first. You got the same amount, but you got done with yours first. And then you look at Taylor and Ariel. They still have like half of theirs left.
Mm-hmm.
What are you thinking as a little kid?
This isn't even a thinking. This is a doing. I'm the master of siphoning off just the right amount to where it's never noticeable. Like, all right, so one of my favorite desserts is cheesecake.
Wait, hold on. I have a point to make.
Okay.
What you're doing is you're
explain the
looking at
cheesecake.
theirs and you're thinking, oh, mine's gone.
Yeah,
And
how
they
can I
still
take
have
theirs?
And then you're just looking at theirs like, I want that. Even though you got the same amount, everything's fair. The fact is you ate yours too quickly and you want theirs. That was my entire childhood. John and I, we would like, and this is unspoken too, just so you know. Like we've never talked about this.
Well, now you are.
It's never been brought up.
You're going to need a written complaint.
But we would eat our sweets as slowly as we could so that the person that eats theirs first is the loser. Because then they have to watch you eat the rest of yours and think to yourself, I want that. I want that. And what are you doing? Because it sounds like you're just a thief.
I am a very good thief.
All right, same scenario, baby bottle pops. Yours is done first. What do you do?
First, I wait till they're unattended.
Okay. Okay, step one.
I would probably keep my original
Step
container.
one of being a crappy brother.
I would probably keep my original container to siphon. I would look at the quantity that's left. Ideally, you want it either full to maybe just under half. Anything under a half, it's harder to get away with.
Okay.
And then in that realm,
Yeah.
but you can't go completely full because it's obvious.
No, that's
But
obvious.
man, that
Yeah.
3/4 to half mark is perfect. You can siphon off at least a tenth without anyone ever noticing. Unless you're sitting there with like a gram scale and checking it,
Yeah. A me scale.
a U scale, they would never know.
Yeah.
So I mentioned cheesecake because that's like my favorite dessert.
Yeah.
What I would do, and I will still do to this day.
This is a real conversation
Yes.
right now.
What I would and will do. Cheesecake day one is easy. Everyone gets a slice. Everybody eats it. Great.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah.
That's a cheesecake. Conventionally has about 8 slices in it, right?
Yeah.
So there's like half a cheesecake left. I wait until one more piece is eaten, because then there's 3.
Yeah.
Because it's not like 180 degrees, right? It's not straight.
Yeah.
So then I take the sharpest knife I got. this is a thing. This is why I'm overweight. So
this is the one reason.
this is the only reason.
This is the only thing he does while he's overweight.
I'm stealing millimeters.
You
I'm
have to
stealing
edit that out.
millimeters of cake. So what I do is I take that super sharp knife and then I gauge how much, if I were to shave off
Yeah.
an amount that's still pleasurable to me,
Yeah.
but not enough to be really noticed. And I will slim off the thinnest slice of cheesecake you've ever seen in your life.
Why?
Sometimes from both sides, so that way like it looks even on the slices.
Yeah. I was
Now-
going to say, at that point, you could do it on all three.
Well, I don't go to that extreme. Like separate the pieces, slice, and put them back together. I don't do that. That's crazy,
You
people.
would get more cheesecake.
You would.
You'd be
Anyway,
way
so I slice
fatter.
it off and I'll eat that and I'll put it away.
Yeah.
Now, the plan will backfire
Yeah.
if they never eat it.
Mm-hmm.
Because eventually you get these skinny little slices in there. They're like, what happened to the cheesecake? And I'll be like, oh, kids, I don't know.
Yeah. So from what I hear from you right now is our solutions for getting the most out of sugar, because we clearly like sugar, is my thing is taking it slow, being easy with it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd grab the one bag of peanuts and suck on them, peanut M&Ms and
Which is
suck
weird.
on them. Like let them just kind of, I'd have an experience in my mouth. And then you would grab the one bag of peanuts, M&Ms, that's filled with other miniature bag of peanuts, M&Ms. Don't unwrap them and just swallow the whole thing.
Yes.
And then go into someone else's bag of peanut and M&Ms and also eat theirs.
So you go for moderation, would be the term that we would use.
Yeah.
And I go for
Obesity.
I was going to say theft. Yeah. So yes, that's what I do.
Coronavirus is here. Oh, no. We're all going to die.
Funny story. So we were walking through the Skull Forest,
Yeah.
which is about 3 blocks away from our house.
One of the creepiest forests I would say in our
I don't
town.
think it's at night. It is.
It's very
at
creepy.
night. It's pitch black. It's very scary.
I'm very
Although
scared.
Cartier is scary too. Anyway,
Not as scary as Skull Forest.
I don't know about that. So we were walking. We took the family because we wanted to get out of the house, breathe the fresh virus air, and we were walking, and Perry found a glass bottle on the ground, and we're like, "Don't play with a glass bottle." I'm like, "Give it to me." Well, because it was a beer bottle, you could tell. It's like, we'll return it. 10 cents. Why not? Because we had the stroller. We threw it in the bottom. No big deal. I turn it over. It's a Corona bottle. I'm like, oh crap. We just
Don't touch
caught we caught Corona on our walk.
Don't touch that.
So curious how Corona stock's doing. I could see it going up or just tanking.
I don't know. Purell is doing amazing.
Purell's doing great.
Which is interesting because all the stuff that I looked at, and I watched a very interesting video of why soap is better than hand sanitizer.
Wait, was
my-
it Alton Brown's?
No.
Oh, Alton
No,
Brown
no,
has
no,
a
no.
really good video. Check that out.
There's a video that talked about how a soap molecule actually works and how half of the molecule attaches to a water molecule. The other half attaches
and hydros.
to a lipid. Yes.
Lipid.
Which is the outer layer of most viruses.
Doesn't
Yeah.
lipid sound so much more fun than fat?
The lipid? Yes, I'm a very lipid man.
Lipids sound fun.
I feel like I've got a little extra lipid.
A
In me.
lot of lipids. All right, go
I'm
on.
lipid for days.
So they attach.
Yeah, they attach. So that was just interesting. So hand sanitizer is alcohol based. And what it does is it also attaches, but without that water molecule that's tugging it away. Picture a tug of war where one team is water, the other team is the virus, and then soap is the rope in between.
Yep.
They're pulling against each other. With hand sanitizer, you don't get that.
Right. It
You just get the rope just limply rubbing
right. It's
on one team.
like punching versus like ripping
Yes.
apart.
Which is also interesting. In the video, it talked about how hand sanitizer can still be good as long as you treat it like you're washing your hand. So, for example, grab a bunch of liquid hand sanitizer and then rub your hands together for 20 seconds, just like you do soap, and just keep doing that. And the friction alone tears apart the cell. But the issue with that is you still have the inner DNA layer inside of the virus that is still on your hand that technically the alcohol is tearing apart. But if I use hand sanitizer and then touch my face, it could still make it to cells and reproduce. Whereas with soap, not only is it tearing it apart, but when I wash it down and I wash all the soap off, it's also falling off from my hands. It's not staying there.
Yep.
So it was fascinating. I buy a lot of hand sanitizer throughout the years, and this experience with Corona makes me more of a soap guy. I'm going to start washing my hands more often.
I honestly can't remember the last time that I had bar soap in the house. Like we have transitioned.
I mean, all the bars are closed now, so why not?
I know, that's good. We need to talk to Governor. No, like really, I don't remember the last time that we had bar soap. Like I don't even know if we have any in the closet.
Is there a benefit to bar soap?
Well, so
I mean, it's better for the environment.
Alton Brown has a really good video.
Container.
It's really funny. It's like 2 minutes long, but it's how to wash your hands.
Yeah.
So if you haven't seen it, I suggest watching it.
You love Alton Brown.
He is one of my heroes.
I like Alton Brown.
He's one of my heroes. Anyway, so
that's a bold statement.
He is, and I hope he hears this podcast. I'll send it to him. So Alton Brown has a really good video in that he shows you how to wash your hands, which seems like, wait a second, isn't this like second grade stuff, like, or kindergarten even? And he shows the process of like, because everyone's saying like 20 seconds. He's like, actually, I recommend 30 seconds.
Yeah,
and
that's what every food industry, when you go work at fast food, that's what they teach you.
Well, it's basically 10 seconds of different scrubbing patterns. That's what you end up doing. Get your nails, get your hands, get the tops of your hands, kind of a thing. Really good video. He goes through the whole thing on like why soap is better than like hand sanitizers, which his explanation basically came down to the pulling, right? So you're splitting the molecule or the viral apart. You're ripping it apart. Right. Opposed to like hand sanitizer, which is just kind of killing it. It's like just punching it. Right. So like it can still be on your hands and it's just dying. But then you remember it's 99.9% and that 0.1% is still like thousands of viral like things. So it's still it's kind of scary.
Well, and that 99.9% is only if you are rubbing your hands for an extended period of time with friction. So most of the time when people just put it on their hands, or when they put it on their hands and then their hands are wet with hand sanitizer and they get a paper towel and dry them off. You ever see people do that? Mm-hmm. You're practically killing only half the germs on your hand. You're doing nothing at that point.
And that's actually why soap is technically better, because it's like more foolproof. Right.
Yeah. So it forces you to rinse it off.
It does. And that's one of the big things. You to do.
And in order to make a lather or a lathery feel, you have to add friction to it. You can't just put soap on your hands and then put water and then you're done. You actually have to lather your hands and everything to form that soapy layer.
So last point I'll make about AB, he carries soap with him.
Please do not give an acronym for Alton Brown because you love him.
You don't know Alton Brown. He goes by AB.
Okay, like I don't know him like you do.
It's okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So we go way back. Good eats.
You and abs.
So abs.
Abstraction.
No, he keeps soap with him. Like he takes his own soap with him when he travels and stuff. He keeps like an Altoid container kind of thing.
That's weird.
He also keeps his own paper towels because he doesn't trust like the blowers and stuff. He's like, yeah, I get it. Good for the environment, but it's literally blowing bacteria all over the room. And he said that. And I'm like, I've honestly never even thought about that.
Yeah.
Like if you didn't wash your hands well enough and then you go put them under one of the blowers, you are literally just blowing bacteria and viruses all over the place.
I mean, aerial bacteria and viruses.
That's disgusting.
Which those ones you have to worry about anyways, because washing your hands isn't going to do anything for that anyways. That's a stupid. No, hold on. No, I'm going to go back. That's actually stupid. Because here's the thing. You ready?
I'm ready.
You're not washing your whole body when you get in that bathroom. If there's aerial bacteria and viruses in there that are going to do something to you, they're already there. Washing your hands isn't going to do anything. Your might just get blown again.
You just had a stroke.
I have to admit, those Dyson hand blowers, though, the Dyson Blade.
The ones that feel like lasers?
Yes, lasers of air.
Yeah.
I hate air blowers. I always want paper towel every time. Specifically, I want the motion activated paper towel. Don't give me a thing to touch afterwards. Defeats the purpose. Give me that motion activated, which is most places have that. But at the airport in Grand Rapids, I found the Dyson one, and that was impressive. Just a little bit in there and then slowly pull your hands out of it. It's magical.
I like how we started with Corona, but now we're just talking about just general bathroom sanitization and etiquette.
Yeah.
One other note when it comes to public bathroom, toilet paper. I got a gold mine downstairs. I'll show you later.
I know. I saw your wastebasket full of thrown out toilet paper today.
Not thrown out. It's for next use.
Okay, well, don't put it in a wastebasket.
Did you see the gold I keep next to the toilet?
I saw that.
Couple of things when it comes to like the air dryers and all that stuff. I'm okay with the air dryers.
Yeah.
I do prefer a paper towel. The one thing I don't like that has become kind of a modern occurrence because of the whole like, great, you just spent a good time like washing your hands and stuff. We had to go grab the door handle, which is probably disgusting.
I pull up a sleeve or I take the paper towel with me. That's the other reason why I like paper towels.
So
I can
that
shut
is an
the
option.
faucet off and I can shut the doorknob and then I can Kobe. Oh, rest in peace. I'll still say Kobe. I'll Kobe it to the wastebasket from there. We're doing the Catholic cross though. Rest in peace, buddy.
I was at a gas station coming back from Traverse City. We stopped at the one that's, those crossroads between Mesick and Baldwin.
North of Cadillac. Oh, Mesick and Baldwin.
Yeah, it's like the 55 interchange or something like
Yeah.
that. There's that gas station on the corner there.
That
It's
you
kind of a
almost have
stopping
to go
place.
to. It's like perfectly
Yeah,
placed.
it is. It's a good midpoint. Anyway, so I was in there, and it's just kind of a hole in the wall place because there's nothing else around. But I went in to use the restroom, and I noticed they put the foot thing in. So you can open the door with your foot. I don't like it. It's hard to use. How are you supposed to because the idea is you kind of like tug it with your foot. You got to be able to walk. So you have to kind of catch it with like your arm. So it doesn't work very well.
Well, you got to admit the best version of that is Walmart.
I don't even know what they have now. It's
There's
just
no
open.
door.
Yeah, they do the maze.
Yeah, you have to go through like this it's a special wall that covers it so that there's no door whatsoever. When you have that much foot traffic, that makes 100% sense.
If you have the room for that, then yes, that would be my preference. Yeah. If you don't have the room for it, what I would much prefer, and the only place I can remember ever seeing this, and this, I don't know why this is the place, but Golden Corral in Muskegon is the only place I've ever seen this. It's the door handle that isn't a complete loop. It comes out and goes up. So there's like an opening for you to put your arm in.
How do you lock the door?
It doesn't lock. It's because it's a multi-purpose bathroom.
See, what about those single
It wouldn't work with
individual
a single
bathrooms?
Yeah, that wouldn't work there. In which case, those normally have locks, so you have to touch the handle.
If you have an individual bathroom at your place, you gotta use paper towel. Because that's the only way to lock it is physically to lock it.
Yeah.
And you got to have a paper towel for that.
Oh, man.
I know.
Isn't it just how different bathrooms can be?
I'm so conscious now of public places with coronavirus.
Mm-hmm.
Like I am to the point where if I have my jacket on and I use my debit card, I will pull out my sleeve and cover my finger to push in my PIN number.
What we're trying to say is more places need to support Apple Pay. I don't want to touch your stuff.
The only that too. The only reason why I wouldn't do it is if I see hand sanitizer on the other side, and I will always ask for
That's rare.
I will always ask for it.
Sadly, that's rare.
Here, I see it everywhere.
Shop and Save, I know, has it. I've seen
the
them
only
have
place
it
that
there.
I haven't seen that so far that I've been through since the pandemic is the gas station at the Shell station. I went there today, and they did not have hand sanitizer. Every other place I've been to has had it.
You just said something. I don't think I've heard anyone phrase it that way, but it's actually fitting.
What?
You said since the pandemic.
Since the pandemic.
It's true. I mean,
It's a
there's
pandemic.
nothing wrong with what you said, but
Yeah.
I've never heard anyone say it that way. But it's right. Like we could say that.
Pan, everyone, demic, dead. Everyone's dead.
That's not what that means. That's not what that means.
That's the literal translation.
No, it isn't. Demic. I don't think demic stands for death.
Yeah. Oh, it does it?
Please hold. All right.
Do you have it yet?
I got it.
Yeah.
All right. So if you ever want to know a word origin, Google is actually really good. Obviously, anyone's going to Google it.
Yeah.
But if you just type word etymology,
Yes.
it actually brings up the origin diagram.
Yeah, and
which
the Urban Dictionary.
I love etymology. First
I
of
love
all,
the Urban
love
Dictionary
it.
too.
Yes. Anyway, so pan is Greek, meaning
Yeah.
all. And then it'd be, I don't speak Greek, so demos, I guess, which would be people. So all people. So pandemos, or however you say it in Greek, would mean all people. And then English is ick, which basically means
Sick. All people sick.
that's not what it means.
Ick.
It's just saying that it is of all people.
Yeah.
Ick basically means of.
Yeah.
So it's saying the pandemic, like we obviously have a negative connotation to it, but at the purest word form, it just means all people.
So I like YouTube a lot. Ashley makes fun of me a lot for that because she thinks that's like a very teenager thing to like.
Do you still have
I don't know why.
premium?
Of course I still have premium.
Oh, because I thought you got rid of it for a
Well,
little
because YouTube Red, it's not YouTube Red anymore.
Right, because that's porn.
But stop. I think if you get the $10 a month Google subscription now. I don't think you get premium YouTube and Google Play Music.
We got grandfathered into that.
Yeah,
I don't think
so
you
I will
get
never
anymore.
get rid of it. Yeah. So I get Google Play Music for my Google Home stuff for free, and I get no advertisements YouTube. Anyways, so I watch YouTube like all the time, and there's this one creator named JonTron. You ever heard of him?
No. What is he?
It's not.
Is he cyborg?
It's not great.
Oh,
It's like
probably why I haven't heard
it's
of
video
it.
game stuff. I talk about Game Grumps every once in a while to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was one of the original Game Grumps for 4 months back in 2012. There were two guys, Aaron Hansen and John something. And anyways,
John Grump.
now it's Aaron Hansen and Danny.
Grump.
Well, Danny Sexbang is his name from Ninja Sex Party.
I don't think that's his real last name. Maybe. What's the etymology? What's the
Dan.
word? What's the family origin of that one?
Dan Avidan.
We are from the Sex kind of family.
No. Stop. Stop getting racist on the coronavirus
Sorry.
podcast.
It started in Asia.
Stop. Don't get racist on the Corona cast. Anyways.
New from Google.
Anyways,
the all new Corona cast.
He used to always do that thing where he would go, yeah. It's supposed to be like a fat guy sound, like
it wouldn't be like ick, it'd be
doing
more
something.
like,
I know, but his version of it is and I've always loved it. I don't
for
know
our
why.
all-time
It's a funny sound to me.
for our long-time listeners,
Yeah.
we would call those dad noises, right? Because there was I can't remember what episode it was. No. But we had an episode where we were talking
about dad
about
noises.
yes,
What are
because
you
yes, there
talking
was a
about?
College Humor video, but way back, like this is like in the first 10 episodes, we were talking about. I don't remember how we got on it. We were talking about your dad and how anytime he got out of a chair, he'd be like, "Ugh," or whatever.
Oh, and I thought it was hilarious
Yeah.
too when I was a kid.
But now you
It'd be
understand it.
No, it wouldn't be that. Here, let me pull my mic back for effect. It would be this. Ready? It'd be picture Seinfeld ending, and then my dad finally, his turd that he was holding in is finally getting ready to erupt. Ready? Give me a bass line from Seinfeld. Boom.
Boom, 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 bam, boom, bam, bam, bam.
That was him getting out of the chair. And I loved it so much when I was a little kid. I thought it was hilarious. I know. Hey, I didn't look at that.
You didn't break
Son
it.
of, I didn't break
Good
it.
mic technique there, buddy.
That was my dad. Like, it was that loud. It would make me laugh every time. I thought it was funny.
Was he hamming it up or was it actually that painful?
I don't know. It's probably that painful now.
But back then it was just a joke.
Back then it was normal.
So Corona.
We're going to keep talking. Dude, we've reached the end of the podcast. What do you want to tell? What's the message you want to get out there?
I don't want to get a message out there. So Corona.
My Corona.
I was saying that earlier too. No, I just so yeah, this is a good podcast. It's good stuff. So I just want to end on something I was going to say earlier, but
End on it.
no, public service announcement. Wash your hands. Quit touching your face and quit breathing on people.
Breathing on people.
Thanks.
Stop it.
That was a podcast you chose to listen to. Do you think you make good choices? Whether you do, you heard Brandon and Candy talk about things that are cool. We're feeling enthusiastic that you can be average too.
So dumb. So dumb, Brandon.